Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do. Push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Happy Sunday morning. Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Coach Lee. Welcome to the Fantasy Football Insight Show, Week 3, man. Y'all better get your lineup set. But if you haven't, hang out with, here with us. Might give you some advice. Might help get that dub today. But as always, man, we got to get my man up in here. He's sitting back in here looking fly as always, like he came straight off the beach. It's my man with the plan. What's up, Unc? CEO, all of you above. What's up, player?
Hey, nah. You like I got my drop, but I always hit you with the way. You can't come in with the forget my name, then try and make up. Nah, fool, hell no. But yeah, this dude don't believe God. Don't say the leave God without the junior. And yes, sir, your boys fly today. You know what I'm saying? Got the big Shirley hat you see right there. Got the STWF t-shirt with the Fat Albert gang, showing my age. But look, I'm definitely going to show my skills today on this Fantasy Football Insight Live show. Bam! This is what we do it for.
Every chance he gets.
Yeah. Especially after you forgot my name. And then,
it's coming home this year.
Then I seen you looking for it, too. That's how I know you really forgot. He was looking for you. Like, damn, what's his full name? Yeah, it's Uncle Leroy. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? But shit, like, it's also I'm trying to set up my FanDuel lineup, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, I might just dip out a couple times, but I played my first FanDuel lineup this Thursday game and almost won. So, I'm itching.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So hey, y'all see.
I need them picks.
Exactly. So y'all definitely know I am locked in today, man. So, but how your Sunday start?
So far, so good, man. Still trying to shake the cobwebs off. To watch a lot of football yesterday. Hung out at the studio yesterday. Did a lot of stuff productive.
Yeah. You talking about, you was at some Latin dance thing festival, man. Talking about work. You wasn't working. But you was working with your move?
Man, it was 100 degrees out there.
All thing you were working with your hand in your cuss, like, God.
Yeah, I had the big man sweat rag for sure.
So, man, definitely got a good show today, man. So, what we got up for today? What we gonna start off with?
Man, well, like we always start out. Well, it's the bad part of it, but we got the injury updates. It's probably the most important part of your lineup.
Yeah, especially for our FanDuel people,
I got gaffled a couple of weeks ago. I forgot to put somebody in that shouldn't have been in.
Cut it out. But you still lucked up and won off of
Ain't no luck. It's a process.
You can tell you're a Dallas Cowboy fan because you know what I'm saying. Like right now, y'all riding fly, riding high. You know what I'm saying. But I think
we riding right. That sound like y'all right now, Mr. 2-0.
We escaping by. You know what I mean? A whole different game, player. You know what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna tell you, like the coach from Oregon said, y'all do it for clicks, man. You know what I'm saying. We do it for wins. You know what I'm saying.
Cinderella story ends today.
Yeah. Because Arizona and Kyler Murray, even though he's not playing, but he gave Josh Dobbs the game plan on how to beat y'all.
Hey,
because this last season he said he owns the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, it looked like it.
He owns
somebody yesterday. Arizona has won 6 out of the last 7 games against Dallas.
Yes.
So I
And
don't expect us to walk in there like expecting like it's an automatic dub. Anything can happen.
that is true. So, but the only good thing is that y'all not playing here in Dallas because Kyler Murray played many games in AT&T Stadium and won. So
He's undefeated there.
exactly.
Going all the way back to high school,
Exactly.
college, and pros. He's undefeated.
See, that when you age gracefully, you know how to tell punchlines. Where other people tell it for you. That's what I want. Thank you. Thank you. What he said. Wait, did I get it right? He said.
Yeah. So, man, jump right into it. You got the Colts today. They are going to be without their rookie quarterback that was he was racking up the points in fantasy. Anthony Richardson. He's out with the concussion. Something you might want to keep a lookout on, that it's going to, it could be something that lingers.
Yeah. I mean, it is something that lingers, especially after Tannehill. Who was that? Tua Tagovailoa last year. The NFL has stepped their game up on that concussion protocol, so he might be out multiple weeks.
That's true. For the Ravens, you got Justice Hill is out. They're already without is it Dobbins, I think, who's out for the year? And so Justice Hill is out right now with a toe injury, another injury that can linger. And OBJ is out with the ankle.
Everyone knew he was going to be gone.
Yeah, a lot of people did. We've got the Titans against the Browns. Derrick Henry, he has a toe injury, but he's been cleared to play. DeAndre Hopkins is questionable with the ankle. And then on the Brown side, obviously, I was one of the ones that was affected Monday night. Nick Chubb is out. He's out for the season. So I saw a couple of rosters that still had him in there. So if you haven't updated it by now, you better hurry up and do it. And
that's an interesting injury because everyone, myself, and I picked up Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt came back. So the Bills, so the Browns still consider Jerome Ford their starting running back, even though Hunt is there. So the only thing I'm taking Hunt on, and maybe the FanDuel pick, is definitely because I'm pretty sure some odds are against him. But they're gonna make him score. But I think that, like I said, that's a very interesting injury.
It is. I think Hunt is probably going to take him a game or two to even get caught up speed wise, but he already knows the playbook. So if you're able to snag him, that's definitely a good pickup, but it won't pay off until later. Amari Cooper, groin injury, he's been cleared to play, but if you've had Cooper before, if you followed him before, he always has some type of nagging injury, but he usually plays.
The injury over there is with the quarterback position. We still have yet to see a real NFL quarterback play at the Cleveland Browns, especially for that big-ass contract they got.
The time is up for him already?
It's been up. Shit. Can't is up there like that.
Next up, we've got the Falcons versus the Lions. Cordell Patterson, he's still out, questionable with the thigh, but they won't need him. So they got the other two-headed horseman over there. And then for the Lions, if you watch the show on Monday, we got a lot of Lions support on there as a Cinderella team. But David Montgomery is doubtful with a thigh injury. Amon-Ra St. Brown, toe is questionable. Josh Reynolds, groin is questionable. So, they're a little beat up.
A little soft.
And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, it affects the defense. He's on injury reserve. So, yeah, he got a torn pec.
Yeah, he's going to be out for an extended period of time, and that was a real big blow to their defense because, anyone, he's the Saints. He got drafted by the Saints. And he's always, if not the backbone, he's the heartbeat behind the defense. He loves tenacious football, loves that gritty, get-in-your-face football. So, they're going to be an identity change on their defense. So definitely want to see some adjustments that they made on the defense side of the ball for the Detroit Lions.
No, you're exactly right. I couldn't agree with you more on that. Just look at the impact he had last year, his one season with Philly. It was a top defense last year, especially on the back end and for Passing yards allowed this year, not so much. So I definitely agree with you on that aspect. He is the heart and soul of the defense.
Yeah, he led with interceptions last season. So, definitely, their defense is going to take a step back. So, which also is going to take away from the offense being on the field longer, because now the defense won't get as many stops. So definitely want to see how this plays out.
True. Next up, game that I'm pretty sure you're going to be interested in: the Saints at the Packers. For you all, Taysom Hill has been cleared with the knee injury. Big play Tay, as you call it.
Big play Tay. Yes.
Jamal Williams, which hurt me a little bit. He's out with the hamstring.
Yeah.
And Kendre Miller, hamstring as well, but he's been cleared to play.
Yeah, that's the guy to pick up. They're also going to play Tony Jones Jr., but he's more of a goal line, short yardage type of back. But, if you're going to make the adjustment for this game, and be reminded that Alvin Kamara comes back next week. So, 4-game suspension. But if you're going to hit the waiver wire, I would definitely suggest you get Kendre Miller.
Yep. Absolutely. On the Packers side of the ball, this might make me change my my pick too. Aaron Jones hamstring is questionable, and Christian Watson hamstring as well is questionable. They're going to be true game time decisions.
Yeah, Aaron Jones, he practiced on a limited basis on Thursday, so that's an upside. But at the end of the day, it's like when you have someone playing behind you, a dog like AJ Dillon, out there, hey, you have the comfort level of being able to sit. So he might sit a whole nother game if he's, give himself another week's rest so he can come back fully rested. So, I wouldn't. I'm not even taking that chance.
And also to throw it into the mix, because this affects you all offensively. Jair Alexander has a back injury. He's questionable as well.
Yes.
Next up, we got the Texans at the Jags. For the Texans, CJ Stroud has been cleared with the shoulder injury. And then on the Jag side, Zay Jones is out with a knee injury.
Yeah.
Your other team.
I think the only people watching that game would be Sis, who's a Texans fan.
Yeah. She normally watches it in solitude.
I don't see why now. I don't blame you. Got a loud Dallas Cowboy fan.
Me? Not at all. I'm subtle.
Well, hey, shout out to Bree, Beyond Reach Institute. She says, did you do a Judy update? No, sorry. Forget my reading. It's still early. I haven't had
not yet.
But no,
we haven't gotten there yet. Oh, hey. The game right now, the Broncos at the Dolphins. she came in right on time.
For one of my moves.
So for this one, for the Broncos, Judy is not showing up on here. So it looks like he's good to go. They got the tight end on here. He's obviously on Dulcich, Greg Dulcich. He's on IR and hamstring, but Judy is not listed on here as of right now.
Well, that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Now, the Dolphin side, a major impact, Jalen Waddle, concussion is questionable.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hurt some lineups right there. Like, I'm a Waddle fan. I had him last season. Once they got Tyreek Hill, their stock rose to the roof. Well, now that makes sense because I was seeing Bernard Burden, some Mexican Spanish guy. He was going high up on the waiver wire, and I was wondering, like, wait, why is this guy, going, being offered so high on the waiver wire? Now it makes sense because Waddle's out.
He gonna get some action today.
Yeah, so it's Braxton Berrios.
Okay, and they like to sling it.
Yeah.
So he gonna get his looks.
So shout out to she says Judy, he looked good at practice, so I expected to see him on the play sheet. Oh, okay. But honestly, I have lost faith in the Denver Broncos team passing game and Sean Payton. To be honest, like I dropped.
Really?
Yeah, I dropped. I dropped Russell Wilson. I
Wow.
pulled all my receivers out. Because if you seen last week when Sean Payton smiled after throwing a Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying? That was a dream. It was cute. It was like, wow. You have this big dream, and then boom, reality hits. You missed the fucking 2-part conversion. What the hell? You might as well not even did it. So with that, to me, it looked his game plan looked fictitious. He looked fictitious. It looked real. So
you think they're chalking this up already? Because it looks like there's a internal power struggle going on between him and Russ, and he's not a fan of Russ. I don't know. At the end of the day, Sean seemed like he's kind of petty enough, and based on what I've heard, to make him look bad. But they owe him a lot of money. He's kind of stuck with them. Nobody's going to take that contract.
Agreed. You got to realize, what people was brought in for. You know what I'm saying? Sean Payton was taken out of retirement and brought into Denver to have a winning team.
Right.
Period. It wasn't like Coach Prime where they come in to sell tickets. You know what I'm saying? Sean Payton was brought to the Denver Broncos to make them a contender, and he's not doing it. So what happens? When you start losing, you start passing the blame. You start slanging the shit around. And that's what I'm expected to start seeing in Denver, because why? We all know, and it was exposed by Sean Payton, that Russell is more concerned about Ciara than throwing the ball on the football field. You know what I'm saying? So like, oh no, man, you got something got to change. Sorry, Bree.
The Chargers at the Vikings. For the Chargers, Austin Eckler is out with the ankle injury.
Mm-hmm.
And for the Vikings, only Jordan Hicks on defense. No offensive issues going on. Except for the center, Garrett Bradbury has a back injury and is questionable, so that can affect the running game. That's already non-existent, thus causing them to trade for what's the man that just traded from the Rams?
Robert Woods? Who you talking about?
Nah, the running back.
Cam Akers?
There you go. So I don't know if that's going to help them too much today, but we shall see. The Patriots at the Jets. You've got for the Patriots, Devontae Parker, knee injury. He's been cleared to play. And then for the Jets, Breece Hall, knee injury, has been cleared to play as well.
Jets.
The Bills at the Commanders. You've got for the Bills, Dawson Knox back has been cleared to play. Leonard Floyd on the defense, he's been cleared as well, so that should help them out. And Micah Hyde, hamstring injury, he's been cleared to play. So for those that got the Bills defense, like I got them in a couple of leagues, there you go. And then for the Commanders, Logan Thomas, concussion is out for today. Curtis Samuel, undisclosed illness, is questionable. And Darren Payne, ankle, has been cleared to play. So their defense is going to be full across the front four, which is probably one of the better front fours in the league.
Facts.
The Panthers at the Seahawks. For the Panthers, Bryce Young is out, the ankle injury. Miles Sanders, his pectoral has been cleared to play. And on the Seahawks side, DJ Dallas, undisclosed illness, questionable. DK Metcalf, ribs, questionable. And Will Disley, shoulder is doubtful.
Mm.
And their defense has a plethora of injuries. From Diggs, plethora. Both their starting safeties are listed as questionable in Diggs and Adams. Cornerback Woolen, doubtful. And Kobe Bryant toe is out. So their secondary is beat up. Cowboys at the Cardinals. For Dallas, Brandon Cooks, the knee injury has been cleared. And then they've got obviously, the big blow to Diggs. He's out for the season with a torn ACL. And then you got Zach Martin and Biadasz. So the interior, they both have a hamstring and ankle injuries. That's questionable. Cardinals, nothing on offense from a defensive standpoint. Buda Baker is still on injury reserve, but nothing significant other than that.
All right.
The lowly Bears. I had to throw that in there. Shout out to my Bears fans. I know. The lowly Bears. And the Chiefs. For the Bears, Mooney, knee injury has been cleared. And for the Chiefs, Pacheco, hamstring questionable. See, I need to update my roster. And Mr. Whoopsies, Tony has a toe injury. He's questionable. And Richie James with the knee is out.
Oh, wow.
The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Raiders. For them, Anthony McFarland. For the Steelers, Anthony McFarland, injury reserve. He's out with the knee injury. Darnell Washington, knee has been cleared. Gunnar Olszewski, as Olszewski, I guess I see you say his name. Wide receiver, concussion, he's out. And Deontay Johnson, hamstring, is on injury reserve as well. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Minkah Fitzpatrick, chest injury has been cleared, but Cameron Hayward is out with a groin injury, and he's on injury reserve. The Raiders, Jacoby Myers, concussion has been cleared, and Chandler Jones is out with the NIR. Not sure what that means. Are you familiar with that one?
NIR, non-injury related, some shit like that?
That's right. Non-injury report. So he's probably got something personal going on.
This was the guy that played in the band.
Hey, good point. It's acronym. Mr. Process Assistance. But together we make a great team.
Exactly.
This one here, surprise team right here. I think it's going to be an upset this weekend. The Eagles at the Bucks. Eagles, Gainwell, ribs to be decided. Boston Scott, concussion to be decided. Devontae Smith, hamstring to be decided. Quez Watkins, hamstring to be decided. That's a lot on offense. That's your starting running back, your third running back, and then your starting receiver, and then your third or fourth receiver. That's a lot on offense. I don't know if that's, you know what? I'm looking at all, their whole team is listed as that. That's it. I sense a little gamesmanship here. Josh Sweat, Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox, all have the same type of to be determined listing on here. Bradbury, yeah, I sense some gamesmanship. That's why nobody likes the stinking Eagles. For the Bucks, Chase Edmonds, knee injury, injury reserve, and that's pretty much it for the Bucks. For the Rams at the Bengals, big one already. Joe Burrow. They brought in AJ McCarron. They signed him yesterday, I believe. Or Friday, I can't remember. But Joe, that calf injury that he suffered in preseason has come back. I think he's gonna miss today, to be honest. And then you got Stetson Bennett on the Rams side, obviously non-football related injury. He's out with the illness, but speedy recovery to him. And that's pretty much it on the Rams side. I'm sorry, Puka Nacua to be determined with an oblique injury. And those are the major injuries for today. Anybody that you expecting to be on there that's not on there?
Wow, no.
All right. You want to take a break real fast and come back with the start them and sit them? We be back about 15, 20. Y'all hold on to your butts.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who That Nation?
Look at you setting your line up. You ain't slick.
Hey, I want you to get that horn together. The line been said, I'm trying to send my picks in. Shout out to FanDuel.
Oh man. Yeah, but welcome to the Fantasy Football Inside Show. We just went over the injury reports. Little bit significant injuries on there, but next up we got a recommended start 'em and sit 'ems. And actually, we're gonna start with the quarterbacks right off the top. Coming in as a quarterback start, we got Kirk Cousins, Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff, and Geno Smith. You agree with all those?
What?
Quarterbacks to start: Cousins, Tua, Goff, and Smith.
Add Baker.
Add Baker. Okay.
I said that last week.
Yeah.
I said that from the
I like
it. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, this is what I do. I see it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, add Baker to that list until he stopped baking. Until hey, you got to start lineups.
In that particular game, I picked Philly to win, but my gut is telling me I think it's going to be an upset.
Yeah, I mean, they got a reason to do it. And as of recent, people have seen Jalen Hurts bleed, come down the form because last season, the guy was just like Superman, unstoppable. He was tearing the league up like Michael Vick, did his rookie season. But now, okay, hey, we're able to see him, and now they're, like he said in one of his press conferences, they're finding other ways to win. But hey, you know what? The league was afraid of you. You know what I'm saying? So now if he's looking, he's starting to look like LeBron instead of him being an MJ passing and shooting the ball, he's going to be looking for other ways to win and, find another excuse. And with that, the team seems beatable. And right now, Baker Mayfield has been playing with confidence. The team believes in him, and he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. So I don't see why not. And they, and the Philadelphia Eagles team is porous against quarterbacks. They're definitely going to be able to score some points. And on the other side of the ball, the Tampa Bay defense is not pushovers. So they can, they have some fast linebackers that they can get behind Jalen Hurts, and they got some really good cornerbacks. So this is really going to be a really good game.
Totally agree. That's a good assessment on your part. That's why Unc got the trophy next to him.
Bang!
Notice how you did that little cameo, just slid it up in there in the shot. I think Kirk Cousins, I know there's a little bit of rumors going on as far as possibly going to the Jets. I did see an article on that, but we shall see. But he's recommended as a start today. But like Unc said, jump on the Baker Mayfield train because he's gonna be sneaky good. And Mike Evans got something to play for. That's his go-to.
That part.
Sleepers for this week. You got Dak Prescott. You got Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford, I've been a fan of Matthew Stafford for a long time. So I don't think he should be considered a sleeper. But, yeah, I guess so. I like it.
Yeah, hey, man, he got Puka Nacua balling over there, man.
Yeah.
Bust alert. Justin Fields and Jordan Love and Russell Wilson. We talked about Russ earlier.
I'm gonna say Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? Who that's coming to town, man? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Shout out to Bumper. He's out there sitting high. I gotta throw some shots at you. He's sitting higher up on the levels at the stadium, and my other guy, he's sitting real low to the field, man. So Saints fans got a better seat than you in your own stadium, man. So
in other words, there's levels to this.
He gonna see us running the field up and down the field looking like ants, while we beat his team. But Jordan Love, he's a bust alert because at the end of the day, he's still, he sat behind one of the greats but he still have to prove that he even took any, knowledge or anything that Aaron Rodgers said. So definitely he still has a lot to prove in our defense. We have a very fast defense, so he'll get an opportunity to run from those mistakes and those opportunities. So we'll see. But he's going to be a bust this week.
And this one is a unique one. If you're in a 2-quarterback league, which we both are in, they've got to sit Derek Carr and Mac Jones and Ryan Tannehill.
What was that, Mac Jones or Tannehill?
Yes.
Which one would I sit?
Yeah, because I know you're not sitting Carr. He said, I'm first and the analyst.
Hey, I'm a big Play Tay fan, man. So I was ready to bench put the car in park last week, shit after week 1, because, if you come out, just like I'm ready to put Coach Prime in the Pokeball and send him back to the Poke Gym so he can start doing some push-ups and sit-ups because, we put all the stock in you, and then once you go out there, you get your ass knocked out and you underperform. Hey, come here. We got to talk. So Carr, he's one that's on the bubble because, once again, we had all this high expectation for him. He's in a high octane offense. He's the leader. He should have a chip on his shoulder, but he's underperforming. So where is it? Where is it at? If it's not adding up on the field, then it's something's missing mentally. So definitely, I don't think he's able. There's some mental issues going on there. So, but yeah, that was it.
For the running backs to start, obviously with the departure of Cam Akers, they said to start Kyrene Williams, James Cook with Buffalo. This one, I guess Alexander Madison with the Vikings, Miles Sanders with the Panthers.
Hey, hold on, shout out
Chiefs.
Shout out to man. Hey, man, it's a system, man. You can't touch the system without me not knowing. I seen you. Shout out to Barry for paying his dues, man. Appreciate you. He locked in, man. Hey. All the way out there. Now you can drop me some lineup questions.
So I don't know about the Madison on here for the start. Obviously, if you traded for Akers, and we talked about earlier that their center is out, I don't know how much of an impact he's going to have. Because obviously, if they traded for another running back in season, they're not too happy with the job that you'd have. You think they're regretting letting Cook go?
From Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, because he was, they had a point to prove, and at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's, it's like, some people will cut off their hand and smite their face, and that's what they did, So I don't think that, I don't think they felt bad, but, I think it was time to move on because, of course, Dalvin Cook he was too much involved in the offense. So I think if anyone had something at stake, it was him.
That's the valid point. Okay. Sleeper running backs. Joshua Kelly, obviously with Eckler been banged up and out. Jaylen Warren with the Steelers. Craig Reynolds with the Lions. And Kendre Miller, which we spoke about earlier, with the Saints.
And those are sleepers?
Those are the sleepers.
Is that at any position? I'm sorry, which position? Any position?
Say again.
Which position is that at?
Running back.
Okay, yeah. I'm with it.
So, no, you got the Warren one. I don't know if I missed something or not, but is the starter banged up there? And Najee Harris?
Najee Harris been underperforming up there in the Steel Town. So,
hey, he is from Alabama, so you know what to expect from an Alabama running back.
That is true.
Running backs to sit. Breece Hall with the Jets, Zach Moss with the Colts, A.J. Dillon with the Packers, and Dameon Pierce with the Texans.
You can't sit Brees.
Dillon.
I sat Dillon after last week.
Yeah, but if you got Jones already injured, showing up on the injury report, it's looking good for your Saints, man. Taking a dub on the road.
Hey, hold on. We don't need beat up, indolent people for the wins, man. We won't whoop that ass when you have full potential. You know what I'm saying? We good.
I like when y'all exude all this confidence. So when that crash and burn comes, I sit over there like Mr. Burns. Excellent.
Oh, you think?
Now on the cool though, y'all balling. I give it to y'all. Y'all are balling.
Hey, because you gotta look at, we have an identity. What our identity is, like I said, going into it. Like one thing that separated our team from Derek Carr's previous team, we have a defense that it doesn't matter if, we can't score or we don't score enough points. The other team will be held to less points than us. So that's what I'm saying. We have our identity. We're playing behind our defense. We're not playing behind our, Derek Carr like we were back in the day. Or we're playing, you come to town, play against Drew Brees in our offense. No, you're playing against our freaking defense and some players on offense. But shout out to Brees. So she asked why sit Dillon? Play. Because if you underperform, if you go out there and underperform, I'm sitting your ass back down. I said that. That's why I had to. And last week he underperformed, and I recommended him to play because he was supposed to show up, and he didn't. So why he didn't do that? And this week, Aaron Jones, he practiced it. I said that earlier, practice it. But he was able to practice on a limited basis on Thursday. So he may not get in there, as much as the timeshare as he would, but he's still going to be in there. So that's why I was saying. I swapped him for D. Cook.
Yeah, because Dillon struggled last week against Atlanta. 15 carries, 55 yards, and 1 catch for 8 yards. Right. He's going up against a definitely more potent defense today. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna change my pick on that. Pick him lead. Appreciate that. Bust alerts at the running back position. Brian Robinson with the Commanders, or the what the fuck as we call him. He's the only one showing up on there.
Oh wow.
So everybody else they're ready to rock and roll with this week from a running back standpoint. For the wide receivers to start, Amari Cooper with the Browns, Nico Collins of the Texans, Jordan Addison of Minnesota, and George Pickens of Pittsburgh. Pickens been balling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, but I was just going to throw a little sleeper pick in there. Jaden Reed,
who was that?
Wide receiver. Jaden Reed, wide receiver for the Packers. Last week, he had 8 targets. So he's definitely, Jordan Love is definitely looking for him. And, they won't have many options to score going up against this ferocious, tenacious, very fast and aggressive and gridiron, badass defense of the Saints.
I was just going to say good, but he threw all these other adjectives in there. Let's bring a little bit borderline overrated in there.
Salty.
Hey. Now the boys balling on the real though. Sleepers for wide receiver, Chris Godwin. People forget about him, and Slant Boy, as y'all call him, Michael Thomas.
It's gone Chauncey Gardner-Jones. Well, fuck, they're not here. Go figure. Like Josh say,
Reynolds.
You get dirt.
Yep. Josh Reynolds with the Lions. Sky Moore with the Chiefs. Tutu Atwell with the Rams. Those are your sleepers this week.
All right, so let's see. So Brady still have a question on Aaron Jones. So she said, with A. Jones out, I would think Dillon would be a good play choice and with his ability for gimme touchdowns. True. But, it's always what other options you have. So he should do that. But guess what happened last week? He got stopped. And guess what? What they do in football? Watch film tape. So they watched what the Atlanta Falcons did to stop him last week, and I'm pretty sure the defense, will take notes and be prepared to stop him this week. And in addition to last week, the Saints should be able to score. We should be able to score to take him out the game, to whereas now they're going to have to pass the ball and rely on Jordan Love, who should be a bust, to throw the ball. But to your point, when they get in the red zone, yes, A.J. Dillon, with his big frame, he's going to get those goal line touches. So it all depends on what other options you have. But, I would just be more concerned. You said with A.J. Jones out, so just on that mere fact right there. And it's funny, during the Aaron Rodgers time, it didn't matter who was the running back. Them dudes were passing so far that the defense had to play back. It didn't matter who the running back was. They were going to get 100 yards. It's crazy.
Knocking the box on them now.
Right, exactly, to see them struggle. So, so you say Cook is your other option? Well, yeah, I'll definitely go with Aaron Jones because he's going to be on the field more. But, yeah.
Yeah. For wide receivers to sit, Garrett Wilson of the Jets, Johan Dotson of the Commanders, Romeo Doubs of the Packers, and Marquise Hollywood Brown of the Cardinals.
What was that?
Watson, Dotson, Dobbs, and Brown. So I'll probably say Marquise Brown is probably going to be a long day for him and his Cardinals, going up against a real stout defense. And Garrett,
he's going up against one person, Micah Parsons.
Man, get out of here! Don't get me started. We ain't got enough time in the day.
I'm just saying.
We deep across that front four. We got former number one draft picks as backups. We good.
I can tell you a lot of former number one draft pick busts. No.
Bust alert for wide receivers. DeAndre Hopkins. Mr. I got receipts for the teams that passed me up. Now, buddy, your better time is behind you, and you with the lowly Titans right now. So I can definitely see that. He's going up against Cleveland, which has a very good secondary. And right now, coming in ranked the 34th wide receiver, yeah, you're going to have a long day. Tight ends to start. I don't agree with this one right off the bat because he has not done anything to have Kyle Pitts as a tight end to start. Hunter Henry for the Patriots and Sam Laporta for the Lions. Kyle Pitts, I'm going to have to be honest, man. He's been a disappointment thus far. At least in my eyes.
Kyle Pitts?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he's traded. He's traded. If you still have him on your lineup, then you already do yourself a disservice.
Sleeper tight ends, and this is because of his versatility. They have big play Taysom Hill. He is a good sleeper because he can run, he can throw, get a lot more points with him. He's always going to be a sleeper.
Exactly. That's why I picked him up, and everyone else should pick him up as well, especially with Jamal Williams going down. They need people to score, and we're confident that he'll score.
And then Hayden Hurst with the Panthers, and this dude here, man, he's not a sleeper in my book. He's been on my radar. Jake Ferguson, Fergie, with the Cowboys. 13th ranked tight end right now.
He wasn't part of the Spice Girls. That's the only Fergie I know. No goddamn Fergie. Hell no.
Yeah, you're gonna know who he is at the end by the time the season is over. You're gonna be like, Dalton Schultz, who? This dude here is gonna be tight end one. Tight ends to sit. Okonkwo of the Titans.
Dropped him. Yeah.
Musgrave of the Packers. and Johnson of the Saints.
Joe Johnson. Yeah, you know why? Because big play tape.
Every time you say that, you always say it with your chest.
That's what I got. You know, and I like to say it because it pisses a lot of people off. That's really why I really like to say it.
You like Shaq, what do you call it? Kicking cages?
That's what I mean.
And then for the bust alerts, I forgot this dude was even still in the league. Zach Ertz with the Cardinals.
Yeah,
He's about 100 years old.
Yeah, I played him last week, and you know I got some dividends off of him. So, yes. Shit, I need to.
But those are our start and sits for the week 3 of the 2023 NFL. Okay, let me see. Bree said, would you play Everett over Pitts?
I don't know. You need a whole new team. You need better options.
How'd you win your first game? I'm trying to ask, how did she win her first game?
Dead hard. Dead hard.
I don't know. Pitt's going up against the Detroit defense, which is pretty decent. I don't know. Let me see. Who is Everett with?
You think? Wait, Everett's either with that's Higbee. I get the confused. Higbee with the Rams. He's with the Chargers. I think Everett's with the Chargers.
So, and Everett is the second tight end with the Chargers, right?
I think he's the only one.
Yeah,
he's with the Chargers.
I thought Parham was with.
You talking about the guy from XFL, Palmer?
Yeah.
Yes. But you know, Everett is the number one option, but Palmer does tap into his look. So, and with that, that's what I'm saying. Everett's not a part of when dude drops back. You know what I'm saying? When which color drops back, he looking for Austin Eckler first. You know what I'm saying? So if Austin Eckler's not there, it's Kelly, Keenan Allen, Michael Williams, and then anyone else that might come open. So in that case, Pitts, he's higher up on, when the quarterback steps back. So I will start Pitts. Now, this is a really good one. Should I start Zach Moss, Gus Edwards, or Breece Hall? I'm a Breece Hall fan. You know what I'm saying? Right. So until Breece Hall shows that, he can no longer Breece Hall, I'm starting Breece Hall. But Zach Moss is also a good option too.
But Breece Hall's going up against a pretty stout defense in New England.
Yeah, that is true. But so it's either you're going to trust the game in Zach Wilson's hands, or you're going to trust the ball in Breece Hall's hands. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to pick your poison. And what we've seen in these past couple of weeks is that the Patriots, they don't have an identity. They don't trust Mac Jones. So what do you think they're going to do? Let Rhamondre Stevenson run the ball, and also going to let might see your guy Zeke. So I think this is going to be a real slow-paced game. And like I say, with that, I think you can actually get by with starting, Breece Hall, because they also have a better defense too.
Okay. And yeah, I can see that. Who's Moss going up against this week? They're going up against. I think Moss showed up on our sit-em as well. So, like Breece Hall is the choice. If you get the dub, we'll take all the credit. If you take the L, you try to come for us, we're gonna block you. That's our motto. See,
that's a fact, Jack.
Bree said, "What's your read on Towson Bagnet?"
Who Baguette? You talk about Diamond Baguette? Like I don't even know who that is.
He's he the quarterback for the Bears. Is that correct, Bree?
The quarterback.
Isn't he the quarterback for the Bears?
There's only one quarterback. Justin
Fields. Yeah. I don't know, man. They had all that drama up there this week.
And after that, they're gonna trade. There's no backup quarterback in Chicago. There's only because they're part committed. There's only one quarterback, and if he goes down, I'm pretty sure they're going to try and find a veteran. So if you ask me what my read is on him, he would, if he get in, he would play that moment, and then after that, you won't, you'll see him as a backup. I don't even know him.
I sure hope you don't have him on your roster.
Right? Yeah. Let's talk about
I got questions.
That part.
Like giving you a hard time, Bree. So that is our start 'em and sit 'em for the week, man. Anything we leave off? Because we got about 7 minutes before kickoff.
That's good, man. I'm sure. Look, I'm over here trying to send my bets off and get my lineups ready. And so the Bree asking me questions about full people down the depth chart. I have never even heard of this guy. He's probably still on the B team.
The next Tom Brady, then why he playing? That's interesting.
Bree,
okay.
We're suspending your Twitter account, okay? Clearly you got that on Twitter. Oh, man, Sandler Parker. Easy pick.
Yeah.
Easy pick. Just
see, he didn't even hesitate with that.
Yeah. Better quarterback play, better offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so many things. And then, of course, they're missing some positions. So someone's going to have to step up in some other areas.
He's 23. Ain't that about the same age as Fields now?
If he's that good, he's going to get traded.
Or Fields is going to get traded so he can start.
I think, the front office will look real foolish if they do that, because they bet the house on him, because the way they let, I think, the Trubisky train leave out, they did him there.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Fields is on the hill of Trubisky.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So,
do you really trust them at the quarterback position? Yeah. Shout out to my Bears fans.
Crickets.
Yeah, all that noise y'all be talking. Say put my trust in I put my trust in y'all and put in Breece Hall over Moss. All right? Let's roll with it.
Cash out. We're gonna cash out. And just know next week we're gonna have our merch link in the chat. You buy us a shirt and show us that we won your league. So I'm sorry. I digress. I just finished my coffee. So
that's your shout out for the week right there. That's your dismount.
What the hell? I got shout outs to all the past champs. You know what I'm saying? That's in our league. This is what we do it for. The trophy. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we got the belts, the big payouts, the camaraderie. But it's like, you know what? Y'all might go join them new groups that's starting up that just, hey, you know what? Let's start a group, fantasy football league. I always go back to 2012. See what I'm saying? Get your name put in stone. You'll forever live on. Larry's the Stones.
We appreciate y'all hanging out with us today, man. Go get those rosters set up. You got 4 minutes before kickoff. Holla at your boys. Make sure you tune in later tonight for the Cowboys show after the game.
Oh, hell no.
I got him. Appreciate y'all. Peace and hair grease.
Find this podcast and others on STWFTV, the Podcasting Network, wherever you get podcasts.